What up, YouTube? So today we are doing some quick little jobs. We're going to bring you along to kind of see what we get to do today. Right now we're getting some gas and then we're headed to the next job. Ready, Pookie?
I'm ready. I got my crayons and helmet.
Alright, so here we are at the vehicle. It was just supposed to be, put a top post battery on it, get rid of the side post, and put a new belt on. And Nathan kindly came over here and he pointed out, the alternator doesn't look right. And, he's right. It doesn't. Go to turn it, it broke. Now we've got to get a new alternator for the motor. When the alternator locked up, it broke the idler pulley. I'm really hoping it didn't break off inside of the motor. And then once we replace the alternator and put the belt on it, that idler pulley isn't too bad. Bearing's tight. Tensioner doesn't look bad. Once we fix that, we can put a belt back on it and fire it up. Come over here and... Nice. Yeah. Fix that. So here's where we are. This is what we've got to deal with. So, woohoo. It is incredibly hot. It is humid. It is stuffy. Pookie.
321,000 miles, so I mean, if that's the original alternator, I mean, I would understand why it's...
Oh yeah, it looks original.
Yeah.
V8 Triton motor. It is the, let's see, 5.4, I do believe. Yep, 5.4. Okay, so we left the customer's house. Now we are on the way back to my house to go pick up Cliff to take him to the shop and get ready for fixing the exhaust, fixing the rust hole, and front end. We're doing the front end. Yeah, that's about it. Everything else for the truck, we're gonna bleed the brakes. We're gonna do a good bleed on them. But aside from that, everything else is good to go. Just, typical Dodge fashion. Got to do the front end before you can hit the road. So, stick around, enjoy the ride we're on, and
we may switch the tires too.
May switch the tires, yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Yep. But stick around, rainy road to come ahead. Yep. Forget, new equipment in Murphy. Got a pillar pod set up for temperature. I've got the oil pressure gauge run. I just got to install the new sensor for it in the block, and then that'll be functional. we've actually got a second to actually talk now. Been a hot minute. The last video we got posted was when we pulled the body off of Vegas.
Yeah.
I think we put up a couple little shorts since then, just little sneak peeks into things going on. Sadly, for a lot of the stuff that's been happening, we haven't had cameras rolling.
Yeah.
But we've kind of stepped into the gateway where we may try and branch out and, you know, content that we're making. We may start doing some marine content, boat motors, outboard motors, things like that. Maybe getting into like dirt bike, four-wheeler. There's a couple opportunities out there. We just got to try and tread the water to see what happens. So, but other than that, we've, in the last couple months,
I got my license.
he got his license. Pookie is now a licensed driver. He doesn't just have a learner's. Let's see, we now sponsor 2 race cars with Raceway. We sponsor 2 of the U-Car drivers there.
We got a new engine built for the Chevy.
Yep. Pookie Chevrolet now has a new engine sitting on the engine stand ready to be mounted and dropped in. Just got to get motor mounts, and we'll be doing a big video on that. Big video, so stay tuned on that. We'll try and post some updates as we get them.
Got a lot of updates for the Chevy, actually.
Yeah, he's got a bunch, a big list of updates for the Chevrolet.
Oh, yeah.
What else have we done?
Murphy has she's trying to determine if she wants to have a tick or not.
Yeah.
So we may look into doing an engine swap on Murphy.
We like her, though.
Murphy's not going nowhere. We got an engine sitting down for her that has basically new parts all over it. We know everything about it, so might as well just go ahead and put it in here after we do an overhaul on it.
Yep. Or even maybe a 302. We haven't decided yet.
Maybe a 302.
Maybe a 302.
But we're gonna get the lift underneath Murphy.
Yep.
The front end it's a 40-year-old Ranger front end. She's tired.
Ready for an update.
Yeah, definitely ready for an update.
Might be changing the 410s to 373s. We're not sure yet, though. So, what else?
We got a new truck.
Got a new truck, which is again what we're going to pick up now.
Yeah.
That is my Cliff. He's got a Clifford and I have a Cliff. It just fits the truck too well to not call it Cliff. Cliff Jr. Aside from all that, I'm pretty well sure that we've covered everything that has really been happening. Me and Allie have finally put in the purchase for our house. That'll be a big thing that's happening in the next coming months. So I'll post a few updates here and there about that. Content doesn't get put up as often. Think nothing of it. The page is still going to be growing. We just got lives outside of YouTube right now that we've got to deal with first. So if y'all think of any content that you'd like to see us get into, heavy equipment, more marine stuff like we were saying, outboard motors, chainsaws, anything that's got a motor and runs. If you want to see us dig into it, or if you got a project that you need help with and you're in the Virginia, West Virginia area, give us a shout, hit us up. We'll see what we can do to try and come out and lend a hand. truck is now at the shop. So up next on the chopping block is fixing the exhaust on it, fixing some of the floor, and piecing it back together. Doing the front end on it. It's a good looking truck. It'll drive even better once we're done with it. As of right now though, what's up next is all the steering component for Cliff, everything from up there at the pitman arm down to out, both tire rods on the outside and the steering shaft or steering stabilizer, track bar, whole 9 yards. Oh, probably gonna rotate the tires too while we're at it. But as for that, there's Cliff. If anybody has a set of 8-lug aluminum Dodge rims, let me know. I'm looking to trade. Want to get a different set. If any of my followers or anybody who watches this video is located in the Southwest Virginia area along I-77 and I-81, if you need Ranger parts, please comment, hit me up, get a hold of me, let me know. I've got a boatload of them. Extra bed, there's a motor laying back there, front end which is possibly going into Murphy, not sure yet, rear end. I've got interior trim panels inside, spare pieces and parts if you need a piece of the frame. All the rest you see is just surface. The frame is solid. Yeah, hood, good set of original rims. Just let me know. I appreciate every one of you who has subscribed and starts to follow along with me and Pookie. Next thing also, before I forget, new rims for Murphy. Here soon we'll be putting these on Murphy. So, stay tuned. Bye, Pookie. Bye, Pookie. Y'all have fun. We'll see you in the next video.
Thank you to all followers and supporters of the channel. You all help us to make the channel better, along with helping, and us to grow in the social media community. As always, from Nathan and Buzzard, thank you for your continuing support, and we hope you join in to see the next video.